I had a patient who dropped his hemoglobin A1C from 9.1 to 5.4% in 3 months. He went from uncontrolled diabetes to not just well-controlled diabetes, not even prediabetes, but completely normal in 90 days. Today, I'm going to show you the 3 steps he took to reverse his diabetes and the most shocking lesson he learned by doing it. These steps are key for reversing not only type 2 diabetes, but prediabetes and insulin resistance as well. Here's some screenshots from a continuous glucose monitor. What this person did here and here plummeted their blood sugar into a healthy range. Today, you're going to learn how to do the same. Let me share a story with you to tell you about the first lesson my client learned. This made an immediate impact on lowering his blood sugar. Bradley Wiggins was one of Britain's most successful cyclists with 5 Olympic gold medals and a historic Tour de France win in 2012. He was so celebrated that he was even given a knighthood at Buckingham Palace. After retiring from professional cycling in 2016, he struggled with loss of identity and purpose, which led to financial struggles and personal difficulties. During this period, he turned to unhealthy coping mechanisms, including excessive drinking and self-destructive habits. This, in turn, affected his mental well-being. A turning point came when he decided to seek some professional help. He started working through his challenges with therapy and, most importantly, stopped his toxic, self-destructive behaviors. Over time, Wiggins found a renewed sense of purpose by reconnecting with cycling. Not as a competitor, but as someone who could inspire others. Just like Wiggins in this story, my client realized that he had to stop the self-destructive behaviors that were leading to diabetes. He was knowingly eating and drinking things on a daily basis that were spiking his blood sugar high, even though he had a lot of health issues going on. The exact moment he decided to stop filling his body with toxic foods, his sugar started to fall. What in your diet or lifestyle is a toxic influence? What food or drink is driving your insulin and sugar through the roof? The fastest change you can make is to stop consuming what is killing you. For some, it might be drinking soda on a daily basis. I've had others realize that they need to kick their nightly ice cream routine. Give yourself some love by eating high-protein, high-fat foods in place of the carbohydrate-rich foods and especially the sweetened beverages that are spiking your sugar. My next question for you is this. Do you want to prevent yourself from having to take diabetes medication or maybe even eventually get off the medication you're currently on? Study this image closely. Now, let me tell you about this study that was done in 2022 by the National Institute of Health. They looked at 10 different studies and found that getting less than 7 hours of sleep led to a significant increase in insulin resistance. Let's bring this image back. Your goal is to become a sleeping beauty. Now, don't worry, I still think you're beautiful no matter how much sleep you get, but would still fully encourage you to get your beauty rest. Increasing your sleep by as little as 1 or 2 hours can make an immediate impact on your blood sugar levels. This brings back our theme of learning not to beat yourself up. Don't ever convince yourself that you're okay on 5 to 6 hours of sleep. You might be okay with it, but your body is not. I would add that not only is quantity of sleep important, getting that 8.5 hours, but quality as well. If you are snoring, waking up frequently, experiencing restless legs, or just waking up without feeling refreshed after a full night of sleep, it could indicate a big problem with your sleep quality. Making sleep a priority by increasing the amount of time you're sleeping along with the quality of your sleep can go a very long ways. And you'll be looking as beautiful as ever. This last lesson my client learned is what shocked him most of all. This lesson was so powerful, it actually gave him a lot of freedom in his diet. Over the course of a few weeks, he noticed that there were some days where his blood sugar was way easier to control than others. On these particular days, he even noticed that he could eat things like pasta without his blood sugar spiking up. What was it? Was it his sleep? Was it his diet? He had just finished a busy day with his family when the light switch came on. Movement. Movement was key. The days he spent being more physically active, not even formally exercising, just being up and moving around, made a drastic impact on his sugars. I was so happy that he was able to learn this firsthand because physical inactivity is one of the biggest causes of insulin resistance. Check out this screenshot from a friend. His blood sugar was up around 140 for a while and dropped into the 70s almost immediately with a weightlifting session. Like, this thing is plummeting. Here's another screenshot he sent. His sugar was stuck here above 140 until he did another gym session. You can see it plummets down again. Any type of movement seems to be helpful, and the more, the better. One of the best ways to utilize this is right after eating. Doing something as simple as taking a walk after you eat can help prevent the spike in blood sugar. If you can learn this lesson as quickly as my client did, you are one giant step closer, no pun intended, to reversing your insulin resistance. Now, there is a major mistake I see 99% of people make when it comes to their diet. I'll tell you what that mistake is in this video here because it's going to be very, very hard for you to find long-term success unless you get it right.